I'd like to welcome you here to Dallas, Texas, to our first international convention where we got people from all over that are here. My name is Antoine McBay, National Director, Top Performance Council member from Dallas, Texas, born and raised. And I'm one that just simply tried to do every single thing my mother told me to do. My mom told me to go to high school, graduate high school, go on to college, graduate college, and get a good job. Can anybody relate to that? Well, I almost did those things. I did graduate from high school, and I'm a firm believer that we all have dreams and goals when we graduate high school. And one of my dreams was to play professional football. It's very obvious the man upstairs didn't have that plan for Antoine McBay. I was fortunate enough to go to school and play the game that I love, but 2 weeks after graduating high school, my mother passed away at the age of 37 with breast cancer. I had a 6-year-old brother at the time. And since I could no longer play the game that I love that was in my heart due to a knee injury, I decided to quit college and come home and work. Help support my grandmother, help support my brother, and that's when I was introduced to traditional corporate America structure. And through life experiences, I found out very quickly nothing is promised in traditional corporate America structure. In my opinion, those days of working for one particular company for 25 and 35 years and retiring are really far few in between. I was working for one company for about 9 years, and they called me to the corporate office and said, Antoine, we're doing some restructuring. Honestly, I had no clue of what that word meant. It meant I was unemployed. Went to work for a competitor, doing the exact same thing I was doing with the previous company for half the income. Go figure that one out. 2 years later, that company's out of business. Once again, I found myself unemployed. So ever since then, I've always kept my options open when it comes to ways of earning income. Let me just be honest with you. We're not asking anyone here to stop doing what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing. But I think it's safe to say that you're naive if you don't think you need to have a plan B. The reality is it doesn't matter who's in office, whether it's the Democrats in office or the Republicans in office. I think it's time we check our own office. Every last one of us can go out and buy a brand new car. It comes with 4 brand new tires, but they still put a spare in the back. Because nowadays, you just never know when you may need to pull out that spare tire. And the momentous opportunity could be your spare tire. But it's a spare tire that has an opportunity to create choices where you can decide what you want to do, when you want to do it, and even more importantly, who you want to do it with. You're not going to get it all in this short presentation, but you will gather enough information to make an educated decision if we got something for you or not. I love this quote by a former war general, Douglas MacArthur. He says, there's no security on this earth. And he's exactly right. There's none. But we're talking about deregulation. Deregulation is the breakup of monopolies. Guess what? The airline industry went through deregulation, and now we can look up in the sky and see all these different color airplanes flying. The telecom industry went through deregulation, and now we got Sprint, T-Mobile, Metro PCS, hello, right? Cricket, all because of deregulation of that industry. And now energy is being deregulated. That's right. And who are we? We are Momentous. Momentous is the marketing arm for Just Energy, a licensed retail energy provider. The energy industry itself is a $500 billion market. That's right. Let me share something with you. That's a pie so big you don't need a slice. Stick your fork in it, lick it, and you're done. You're done. You're done. But you know what? Just Energy is a very, very successful company. They've been in business for over 15 years, publicly traded on the New York Stock Exchange with millions of customers doing residential and commercial. So guess what? Just Energy owns Momentous. That's right. And as you can see, here are the markets where Just Energy Momentous is doing business. We as Momentous representatives can go out and enroll customers in all these markets right now currently. And we're adding more markets as it continues to deregulate. But we're offering a suite of home essential services, not just energy, no pun intended there. M Games, which is like the Netflix of online gaming. Commerce Energy, gas in the perspective deregulated gas markets. DirecTV, hello football fans. They're the only ones with the NFL ticket. National Home Services, a hot water heater furnace replacement type program. EMS, Energy Management System, which is huge. For markets that have yet to deregulate, you as an independent rep can go in that market and say, hey, we can save you anywhere from 8 to 20% off your energy bill. No matter who your electric provider is, you don't have to switch, but we're doing residential and commercial. That's big. ADT Home Security, #1 security service that's out there. M-Mobile, allow you to save up to 75% international calls from your cell phone. It's an app. M-Digital, voice over IP, home phone service. Clear, 4G wireless, 10 times faster than 3G. Hudson Energy, another retail energy provider. And we're going to continue to add other essential home services that just make sense. So how are we doing this? It's called relationship marketing. Our business model is simple. See, Just Energy understands that we can bring them valuable customers. They're going to pay us very well for those customers. It makes our business model very simple. We only do a couple things. We enroll a handful of customers, handful. And we're going to teach others how to do the exact same thing, enroll a handful of customers. It's a real business. $399 gets you started. Here's your very first clue. If you don't have $399, whatever you're doing, it's not working. If you've worked at your job for the last 3 to 5 years and you haven't been able to save a few dollars here and there, if you do as well the next 3 to 5 years, do you think you have it then? See, for things to change, you must change. And change is a door that can only be opened